Well, good morning. It is Friday, May 24th, day 17 for me on the trail. I have left Port Clinton, done the first part of the climb out of town, heading northbound. I'm in a slight descent and a little bit of a level area before I have to do another shorter climb, and then it's mostly a ridge walk today. Shooting for about 15.2 miles total to the Eckville shelter. Supposed to have two great views today: Pulpit Rock and the Pinnacle. So the weather looks like it's going to be great. Going to get a little warm. I think I saw that the highs are going to be in the low 80s, but clear throughout the day. So I should get two great views. Looking forward to that. And right now it's, I don't know, maybe 7:30, 7:40. And I've been hiking for about, not quite an hour yet. And it's nice and cool. But that climb got me sweating already. I woke up a little early. Now, I just woke up. You sort of get used to waking up at about 5:45. And woke up and said, hey, I can take another shower. So I did. There's no way you could tell I took a shower. I'm already just sweaty from the climb up out of town. But it's all right. So, feeling pretty good. Ooh, low-hanging branch there. Feeling pretty good. Got some good sleep last night. And feel rested. And ready to put some miles behind me. The goal for the next few days is to hike, I don't know the exact mileage. I want to say it's about 60 miles over the next 4 days to Wind Gap. And I will then do a Nero in Wind Gap, resupply there, and then head to Delaware Water Gap the next day, I think. And that puts me pretty much through Pennsylvania. I think once I get to Delaware Water Gap, I think I'm pretty much done with Pennsylvania. I will hit 200 miles today in just a couple miles. I think it was about 196 from Harper's Ferry to Port Clinton. So just in this next hour, I will hit 200 miles hiked on the trail. So I've only got to do that 10 more times. All right. So anyways, as always, if I see anything interesting, I will grab a picture or some video. And here's what the trail looks like right now. this is the view from Pulpit Rock. And now the view from the pinnacle. All right, well, it's a little bit before 3 o'clock, and I'm coming up on the Eckville shelter soon. It was not too bad of a hike today. There was, a couple big climbs in the beginning, big for me, still, and then some shorter climbs in the middle, and some long stretches where there was descent. Those are still, it's tough. It's tough to climb up, right? To go up the hills with all the weight, but sometimes it's just as tough to go downhill because you have to sort of lean back against gravity. And you're using different parts of your legs to slow your descent. So that can be challenging. Met a couple of other through hikers. One, his name went by Bourbon. I started to think of it in French, Bourbon, right? Because he's from Quebec. And he started at Springer. And we talked for a little bit. That was at Pulpit Rock we talked. I was kind of expecting him to catch up and pass me, but as far as I know, he hasn't. And another through hiker, didn't catch his name, who just retired from 25 years with the Marines and is through hiking, has also started in Springer. And he is making some good time. I think he said he started March 24th, March 25th. So he's going fast. And then ran into a couple of people I've known for a while. What, 5 days? Two and Whataburger. Ran into them. They were slack packing. So a slack pack is, usually you work with a hostel. You're going to stay at the hostel maybe 2 nights. And basically the hostel will drop you off at one place with a lighter pack. You maybe only have to carry water, some food, maybe your rain gear just in case. And then you just have to hike to a pickup point. And then you're going to stay at their hostel for the night. That's called a slack pack. So, ran into them. And, that's about it. I'm just a few minutes from the shelter. I'm going to stay near. I'm probably just going to set up my tent. It's going to be a good night. I don't think there's any rain in the forecast, so I'll probably just set up my tent nearby to have a little bit more privacy and go from there. All right, so here's what the trail looks like right now. Lots of ferns. All right, well, I made it to the Eckville shelter and I'm not wearing a hat, which means I got a shower. That's right. This shelter actually has a solar shower attached to it, so I took advantage of it. It was more shower than solar. That was quite cold, but it was still refreshing, and I feel relatively clean. It'll be nice to sleep without having all that sticky salt all over me. It's a pretty nice shelter. It's right next to a house. There's a caretaker, and I met up with a bunch of other through hikers that are here, and they're very friendly. The one is a father. Those are a father and son, and one of their friends actually. So they're involved in, I guess, scouting, and one of the scout friends actually drove 8 hours from North Carolina to visit them, and I think he brought some beer with him. So we're gonna, I think there might have a donation in my future, and grab a beer before I go to bed. That would be nice. Let's see. Tomorrow, I'm thinking I've got like 13 miles ish, 13.2 miles to a just a campsite. It looks like there's a climb early on, and then it's relatively flat. Of course, we're dealing with the rocks, but it's looking not too bad. And then 2 more days into Wind Gap. So see how that's what's coming up over the next few days. All right, big call out to Carly. Carly is my niece from my older brother, and gosh, it's been trying to think. It's been a while since we've seen you. With your parents moved away, you don't come into Orlando anymore. But I'm sure we'll see you eventually. I don't think the trail comes too close to Nashville, but if it comes close enough, I hope there's a chance that we can meet up and have dinner or something. But again, sorry, a car just passed by. Again, thank you so much. I truly appreciate your donation and helping me through this adventure. All right, well, as always, if you've stuck through to the end, I appreciate it. And I will see you again tomorrow on the trail.